Hi, welcome to the Fancy Farm. We're going to show you what we got going on here and give you a little water update. So we showed you before what the water looked like the first time, how bad it looked in those buckets, and we just want to give you an update in kind of how our shocking has worked and what we would do different next time. So this is kind of what it looked like the first time, and it's really settled a lot, so you can't see it as much. It was much more orange than this before. It's kind of more on the yellowy side now, but this is 5 days old and it's really settled. But needless to say, I don't want to drink that. But after shocking it, that's what it turned out like. I mean, that's crystal clear, beautiful water.
Yeah.
We have not had it tested yet, but it is good looking water. What we would do different next time. The first time we shocked it, we used liquid bleach. Worked very well. And it seemed to pump out really well. The second time we shocked it, we accidentally bought that low splash stuff, which is kind of like a jelly.
Yeah, kind of soapy a little
Yeah, soapy. And we've actually had to pump this well almost dry 3 times to be able to get the bleach out of it. The suds and the bleach out of it. And so I definitely suggest stick with the liquid bleach when you do it, because that gel seems to just sink right to the bottom and kind of sit down there. Your well pump is always off the bottom of your well, so you're not picking up a lot of junk. And so that bleach sits in the bottom, just constantly taints that water. So it took quite a while to pump that out. Where the liquid stuff, when the pump's pumping, I don't know, but I imagine it kind of lifts and mixes better and seems to vacate the well better. But we could smell it. Smelled like a pool water, and it took quite a bit to pump it out. So I would avoid that next time.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, really happy with the results so far. We're gonna get it tested and see.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. We're hoping. Cross our fingers it passes.
Yeah.
Be nice to not have to buy water anymore.
Yeah.
Drinking water.
So yeah, we're really excited about that. And then the one little goat we had, the little male, we found a buyer for him, so he is sold, and we have another little buck to bring into our herd.
A little Nubian.
Yeah, Nubian.
From good dairy lines, so that's exciting.
We're really excited about that for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other thing we're excited about is...
Well, also, should we tell them what we did this week?
Yeah, what did we do?
Butchered.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so we butchered half of our meat bird stock. Which thankfully we chose to do half. We were racing the dark because we had to do it after he got home from work.
So we started about 5:30 in the afternoon, and it took us till, I didn't get in the house till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So.
That was 20. And so good thing we stopped, because literally that 20 chickens filled the freezer all the way to the top. We had zero more room, like it was gone. So we had exactly enough room for those chickens.
So we got a good homestead problem of needing to buy a new freezer.
Yep.
One more freezer. So we're excited about that. That's meat in the freezer, like money in the bank, and so we're excited about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and get the other ones done as soon as we get a freezer, and so that's the next plan, and we'll get the rest of them done.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the week.
That's about it for the week. Yeah. We saw a timber wolf this week, and we've seen a grizzly bear this week on our property.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we live in the wild country, and we love it. We're excited about it.
Yeah, first time I've ever personally seen a wolf.
Yeah.
Right here on our property, which is super crazy.
As long as we can keep all the livestock safe, we're happy. But that's on us. So, yeah. You want to show them our package?
Okay.
All right. We're going to show you what we have.
All right. Thank you.
So we got our pole barn package, and we're pretty excited about that. So right here we got all our 2x6s. These are going to be all the roof purlins, and so they're going to go atop all the trusses. We haven't brought the trusses up. We'll be doing that this week. We're bringing them up from the neighbors. But here's all our roof purlins, and then over here I have a bunch of 16-foot 2x4s, 24 of them to be exact. We're going to use them for bracing on our poles. These are all our 6x6 treated poles down here that we're going to be putting in the ground. We'll be using these to support the poles while we pour the concrete and set them. And And then when they're done, they will become part of the trusses. I'm going to beef up those trusses that we got and add some extra webbing, kind of do some fancy farm engineering on these trusses. So yeah, there's that. And then so we got 12 poles, all the sheeting for the roof. This is precious stuff. You know, I should probably have a ball and chain and lock it all up right now, because this stuff we paid almost over $65 a sheet for this. The poles, the purlins, and the bracing. So that's just going to be the poles and the roof, minus having to buy trusses, because we didn't cost us $6,200. So, I mean, lumber prices are just crazy, but we need a place that we can survive the winter in and keep the snow off, and so we don't have much of a choice at this point. So we're being as creative as we can with the littlest amount possible, and so we're kind of excited about that. We're excited about showing you our construction and how we do it. I've now built a couple, so I got a little bit, just enough experience. You know, my dad always said a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing, so we'll see how dangerous this gets. Yeah, and then all the nails, the bolts, and the clips for the sheeting, the H clips. So yeah, we're really excited about that. We've laid out where we're going to put the well over here, or the barn, and I'll show you that. So the barn is going to be 28'6" wide by 30 feet long. And the reason we're going 28'6" wide is because the trusses are pre-cut to that. That's what the original building that we've taken recycling these trusses from. 28'6", and actually we're going 34'6" long. I forgot, we changed that so that if we have to put the fifth wheel inside, it will fit with some clearance, because I have what they call a 29-foot fifth wheel, but it's 32 feet long. So that's not going to leave a lot of room, but it'll leave enough room to maneuver a little bit. So yeah, so up here, I know it's going to be hard to see, but I just kind of want to show you a little bit. So this is the one front corner right here, and then in the straight line we got another stake over there. I'll walk through it. We got another corner here and two posts in between. We're going to have an entranceway here, a door, a 3/0 door. Here's the far corner right here, and then we go back that way, and there'll be a loft and a few other things here we'll show you. And there'll be the front corner here, right here. And then in this front, we're going to have a 12-foot wide sliding barn door style. We really like that look. So on the front of the barn, I'm going to try and come up with a way of doing that. And if you look just down over here, it's hard to see, but this is our septic field. So we'll be able to tie right in with our septic. I'll show you how we tie into our well with the water, tie into the septic. And we'll kind of go through all that all with you. So we were excited about that. Excited about getting started on it. We're having to plan things out. We have some other little priorities that have taken place. I'm really having a hard time with my solar system. And I think what I did, because I set it up temporarily, don't have a proper ground. And for some reason, my solar charger won't charge the batteries. And I'm wondering, because I haven't installed that ground, if, you know, it's not all talking to each other and the electricity doesn't really know which way to flow. My father-in-law is an electrician, and he suggested I start with that. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is ground that out. That's the first project tomorrow morning. We'll give you an update how that goes. We really like to, I mean, we're living off that generator, and with full freezers, it's not ideal. So we really need to get that solar system up and running. And so that's the plan. And with how much, you know, I've been working, it's been difficult to be here and be able to get stuff done. You know, I'm pretty exhausted. But I've just arranged, and Lord worked it out, that I am now on 410, so I get an extra day off every week to get things done. So I'm really excited about that. So really thankful for that. We wanted to show you kind of where we're at, and we've been keeping really busy with little things and daily things. You know, we move those goats daily, most times daily, sometimes. It depends on how fast they eat it down. We have done weekly before. Depends on kind of where we have them and what they have to eat. So we kind of watch as it gets eaten down and we move them. And we got half the meat chicken's gone. And we got the layers up there still. And we're going to figure out a little bit bigger system for them. Drea did the duck pen extension, so that's exciting. If you turn around and you look, you can kind of see our layout. We're up on the top of our property there. You can kind of see our road going up the middle, and then up there is our meat birds and the hens. This is that little goat house, and we have that Premier One fencing around them, and up there is our trailer house that we're living in. The garden is behind that, and the solar is up here temporarily. And eventually what we're going to do is down here, my plan, and I'll tell you guys my plan in case you have any good ideas for me to stew on, let me know. You know, we're standing right in the middle of where the barn's going to go right now, and we're going to want some running water in here. So the plan is the generator will be hooked up to the well, and I'll build a winter shelter over that. So the generator is over there. We have a 200-gallon tank that will be installed in an upper level inside this barn. So I'll fire up that generator. It'll be covered and insulated so nothing freezes up. I have a frost-free hose bib, and we'll add some extra insulation, and the heat of the generator will kind of warm it up in there. So I'll fill that tank, you know, the once a week, the 200-gallon tank. That tank will be connected to a jet pump, a 120-volt jet pump, and that jet pump will have a pressure switch, and so when we turn on a faucet, it'll sense the drop in pressure, and it'll pump from that tank through a jet pump. The reason inside the barn, it can be moved later, but I'm going to be heating this space with wood, and I don't have another wood stove to be heating another structure and being off grid. I want to conserve my energy use, my electric use, and so if I can, this is going to be a big enough space that I can combine it all. So that is my plan, you know, a tank that I fill once or twice a week, maybe a jet pump. Maybe I should put a small pressure tank in there. I'm not sure yet, but maybe a little pressure tank would be a help. And then we'll have that, and then we're going to use a propane inline hot water heater. I know the original ones seemed to not be that good of quality, and they've really changed over the last few years. I've installed a few for previous clients, and they're really happy with them. They're really happy. So we would like to try that, and because propane is very affordable, something we can run off of instead of using that electricity. We'll have a propane range, and well, we're gonna make it home for the winter. It may not be pretty, but it's gonna be fancy no matter which way you look at it. And we're gonna enjoy it for the winter. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna enjoy the winter here, get through the winter, and next year we got big plans. You know, fencing the property, cross fencing, a lot more livestock. Next year we are gonna try and farm full time. I've spoken to some people who are gonna help us market our product. And so really excited about having non-GMO fed, pastured poultry, maybe some lambs, maybe some beef, be able to, non-GMO, organic. I'm never going to use a spray on this farm. I'll use hard work if I have to control something, and we will get it done that way. We'll never use a spray. And so we're excited about that. We want to kind of share that all with you and show you the plan, we're kind of turning ideas how we're going to winter our animals and stuff. We're excited about showing you all that and giving you an update on that. So yeah, that's the farm update, and that's where we're at. So you got anything you want to add, Rhea?
No, that's everything.
Yeah, that's it. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll try to touch base a couple times this week, and we might have a few surprises between now and next week. So we'll see what happens. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.